What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another RiftGuides WildRift video. We have Timothy Turner in the mid lane, the AP menace, and it's time to showcase this poison shroom-mongering demon spawn and enjoy some of the Chinese gameplay. So without any further ado, let's take a good look at Timothy. We see a pretty peculiar setup here that is fully optimized to just have burst damage. First strike, domination tree, as well as boots of mana, infinity orb. That is all about one-tapping people. And obviously destroying their brains and eardrums with the power of one certain thing, the sound of first strike. Ekko already made a huge mistake trying to deal damage to the Teemo rather than focusing on the wave, so now Teemo is just maneuvering around dealing so much damage. Ekko is in kill range, by the way, very soon. And Ekko completely ruined his wave. He's dead. It's just unreal. Like, bro was dead on the spot, and the wave is in a terrible spot. He gets off a free recall, so does he go for boots or another amplifying doom? Okay, boots. So if you're wondering what Ekko should have done, Ekko should have just thrown the Q into the wave and then back off. And then again, stay in XP range as much as he could. And then afterwards, throw a second Q into the wave to kill the wave, then he hits level 2 and then he can turn to Teemo. If he doesn't do this, he will just get poked and has no real play available. So far the Ekko has no idea how to play his champion or the matchup in general, and the Lee Sin is already completely abusing the early game here. The early game differential, look at the beautiful wave state. Ekko has to just walk up and pray that he's getting the wave, and again the Timothy is making him pay so much for just even attempting of doing so. So far, I'm super happy with the Timothy's performance. Super controlled, super aware. I really like this one. There's like the player skill difference between the Teemo and the Ekko is like between bronze and legit one of the highest leaderboard ranks in just what is shown. Like, it might doesn't look flash, it might not look flash or anything, but there are so many things happening on this screen that require so much understanding of the game, and if you don't have it, you just get punished until there's no end. Look at the awareness as well of the Teemo. Vi also flashed on the minimap. Ekko jumped in looking for a big chunk of damage. Teemo goes back into stealth, didn't get the third stack procced of the Ekko, now is baiting him to get closer, keeps the blind as much as possible for the burst damage, but unfortunately wants a little bit too much. Does the passive kill? No way, the passive doesn't kill. Oh wait, how close? Oh no, look at the ignite timer. If he plays it a little bit different and plays off the next ignite, that would have been such a good play. And of course I had to glaze him, and then he had to have a little incident that I usually have, you know? But what can you do? Wouldn't be fun without these incidents, yeah? Nothing that can be done. Again, this Timothy is an absolute menace. There's so much madness happening on the map, and the Ekko is already close to dying again. Jumps through the shroom, another auto tag, and another kill secured for young Timothy. I don't think the matchup should be this one-sided into the Teemo's direction. I just think the Ekko is like the Ekko is suffering from the consequences of the early game. And that is really, really painful. But don't forget, the Teemo is running a very, very bursty setup, which we should not forget here. And it's even worse now. He has the Prophet's Pendant, the Boots of Mana, so his AP damage is going to sting. Like, it's going to sting so much, it's going to be so much damage, you will not see this one coming. Now, he walks out the corner, goes into stealth, so sudden impact is available, throws his little shroomlet onto the minions. Why does he throw it onto the minions? Because he can guarantee that the minions will trigger the shroom, which then, if the Ekko remains in range, will then punish him as well. Vi goes from super far range, but there's no real danger yet. The Lee Sin jumps on top, gets cancelled or gets denied by the Vault Breaker of the Vi again. Timothy close to 40% HP, and Lee Sin is just observing, looking what he could be doing. Jumps in, baits the ultimate of Ekko, but then just suicides into him for the funsies. Lee Sin is legit running it down now. This guy is a little bit healthy, but the damage of young Timothy! No way that guy dies. That is like, I would have never thought that he just kills him there. Oh, well, oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah. Nothing happened. Nobody saw anything. My buddy Teemo, I got you. Nothing happened to you. That was a tough one. A tough one for all of us. It's fine. It happens. Vidice here again. Teemo has the flank, throws in a shroom, gets a free kill onto the Echo who will die to the poison. Right? He actually doesn't die to the poison. And yeah, we are going forward, going for the kills here. Timothy, a little bit passive on how he utilizes the blind. One might assume that, like, if the fight starts, he would immediately go for the AD carry, then blind the AD carry, because if the AD carry is blinded, there's like nothing that can happen to the team. And he's looking for an angle for a stealth kill here to just one-shot the guy. He will force the ult immediately, gets the ult out. Very big advantage for the young Timothy here. Because now with Echo having no ultimate, he's super vulnerable towards the Teemo's burst damage. So we'll have a reset with Infinity Orb, which is an absolute humongous spike in terms of damage. He has another beautiful angle here if he wants to. Okay, enemy goes for the Herald. Timothy is making rotation down here. Jinx gets hit by the combo. Timothy wants to yoink the kill. Timothy just wants to yoink these kills. Like, he doesn't necessarily care about anything else. He just wanted to yoink the kill. Huh. And because the enemy team just chose to run it down, even though they could have just chosen not to, it's a tough time. This could be a little bit sketchy. Oh, young Timothy. The rocket. But the damage of the Infinity Orb is coming in clutch so much as the enemy drops low. What is Blood Garen doing here now? Now he's going to Liandry's Torment. Don't forget, Liandry's Torment has a unique interaction with damage over time effect champions. Damage over time effect is, as it explains, a damage over time effect. Timothy has this, Singed has this. Who else has a damage over time effect? Lilia has this. Brand, like all these champions have very unique interactions, or a very unique interaction with Liandry, as the passive damage over time effect will trigger Liandry, which means if your effect is 4 seconds long, your passive effect, Liandry's will be applied for 7 seconds. So in a full brand combo with every single passive procced, I think it's up to 11 seconds of burning, if I'm not mistaken. At least this was the last number that's in my mind from playing the champion and looking into it, like when there's like a team fight. But yeah, he goes in, goes for the kill here, looks at the Jinx. Jinx, you're not getting away. Bloodthirster is not going to save you. There's nothing that can save you. You'll just die. This game, anti-shield is so powerful as well. It's definitely an item that is really helpful. Lee Sin goes close, doesn't have kick, forces the Echo to ult. Echo doesn't even try to go for the wave here, just to like at least get something back, you know? Like he's investing his ultimate, so he would at least try to deny a subsequent play by taking away the wave or just costing the enemy time or whatever, at least gaining something, but he just chose to run around and die. Now Ryze will be kicked into the face by the Lee Sin. Bye-bye. I don't know why we flash when blood is literally dead anyway. But we ball. Leona comes in. Is there any backup? Yep, it is the Vi. 2 piggies dead now again. No burn available, so there's not much of an issue. Jinx gets the bazillions up there again. One of the biggest problems that when you win lane is people not paying attention to what happens after. Because on paper, the Jinx should be behind, but now the Jinx is being left alone and gains access to so much more gold income. She dies anyway. There's no way you survive. There's too much damage. And yeah. Often it's just about like choosing to die afterwards if you want to just make sure that you have the most gold income possible. Rather than trying to survive and gaining nothing. I don't understand what Leona is doing. I guess that's why engage support win rates are so low, because they don't know what to do. Like we know and had visual confirmation that nobody but the Echo was close, so why are we making this play, Leona? What's the point? Even if somebody looks out of position, if there's no backup for you, what's the point of going for that engage? You're just wasting your cooldowns and then you're no threat anymore. Which is one of the selling points of enchanter supports, because they have no responsibility. Like whatever they do, there's, apart from like if they waste cooldowns blatantly, which they do, but people are too bad to punish, there's just nothing that happens. Meanwhile, if an engage support like this does this, when nobody's around and enemies are around, he just dies and then it's over. Damn, there's an entire team walking up. Young Timothy is waiting for his chance. People just hate gold. Because look at the ARAM. Like, why are we ARAMing? Okay, Leona is trying to aim for the stars. Vi ults to Timothy. Collect it? But at what cost? At what cost? And now again, we're making these plays for a shitty dragon. Look at the gold on the bottom side of the map. This could be a free kill on the Rise if he chooses to step the same way, and bye-bye Rise, you're dead. The North Namibian Protobelt combo, and then the Vi ults the wrong target until it is tough. You know, it's tough. So sometimes when it's like 4 AM and I haven't slept in 2 days, yeah, it's the same. Young Timothy has the Rabbit on staff cap, big damage incoming. And again, this fight has been happening for the last 19 business days. For whatever reason, there's no real reason to that one. Jinx finally has Runon's Hurricane, allowing her to splash with these auto attacks on rockets. And again, Lee Sin collects a free kill onto the Jinx, and instead of doing Nasher, we're doing Dragon. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good choice, yeah? We will get that soul, I believe it. And it's like, yeah, the enemy jungle is alive, so what? Our entire team is there, we just kill him. But yeah, I guess it's okay. Maybe there's something to it I do not understand as to why you would ever choose Dragon here. If you're not feeling safe about getting it, sure, yeah, but there's just no way. Also, I have to mention how cocky this Teemo is for running Protobelt in this game instead of Stasis or QSS. This guy is an absolute madman. He has no respect for the enemy, and these are the reasons that make the game so fun. But at the same time, he might lose because of this. It's like a genuine possibility that you have to keep in mind because he chose deliberately to take this one. Oh, look at the damage he does to him. Look at the damage he does to that guy. It's absolutely, he'll burn to death anyway. Okay, Jinx is having some good time there in the backline, being able to hit with a few auto attacks, but she doesn't have the items yet to actually deal damage. Sarah's Embrace procced by the Rise. Rise still dropping low with all the damage over time effects on him. Young Timothy collects the kill. Garen executes an already dead target, and this will be a free quarter kill? Well, not quarter. Oh, yoink. And everybody died. Okay, this could be a perfect trap here by the Young Timothy. Come on, Young Timothy. Find the Vi. And again, they have the free possibility of trying to go for Nasha, or they can at least even bait her in. But if you look at the game, just how, like, if you pay attention, how much time has been spent mid lane and how little time has been spent farming side lane and gold. Because this state happens way too often, and you as a player need to be really much aware of what is going on like this to just make sure you get the most consistent gold income. Because if people just do these Mexican standoffs where they legit just spend 4 to 5 minutes hitting each other for fun, they'll have 2.5 items, but you can have 5, and then you can just like super carry in a relaxed fashion because you're so fed, and you just hit them with your wallet. Look at the damage Young Timothy is doing. Young Timothy is completely decimating them, and another one bites the dust, and another one will probably bite the dust here if the BT doesn't proc very soon. The damage over time effect, oh yeah, you see that damage over time effect really stings. And again, it's a free Nasher angle if we truly want to. I don't think we can end, so we should definitely take away enemy resources as well as the enemy Nasher. Or well, our Nasher now. Oh, finally somebody's taking a look at this top lane wave. I'm so proud. I think it's a crit vi. Huh. I see. Yeah, this Nasher can go wrong now because we didn't care about it. We don't have any info how low it is or something. Oh, Lee Sin doesn't look too healthy though. Okay, we got it. If you're wondering why is this guy going for Wicked Soul Stealer, it's just a more flat pen, right? Because it's another item that will grant you 15 pen. And since champions do not gain magic resist as fast as they gain armor, it will definitely help you kill people a lot easier. Because your items have percentage pen as well as flat pen. Like right now, he has 3 flat pen items in the form of Boots of Mana, Wicked Soul Stealer, and Infinity Orb. That is 38 magic pen for free into his pocket. On top of that, we have the percentage magic pen of each completed item. So if he sees a squishy champion, like Jinx, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? She just disappears. And now Timothy is looking for more, but he saw everyone. He probably didn't see that all the other people were already dead. Happens to me all the time if like when I don't play a lot. It's like I completely lose track. Bro just got kicked to the face and then killed because for some reason Echo didn't want to press R. Because if Lee Sin kicks you, all you have to do is you just smash R and then you chill, you know? But what can be done? What an absolute massacre. Please, I want to see somebody step on a shroom. That would actually make my day. Look, he's waiting patiently. He's a shark. But his team is ending the game. Look at them. No. And if you want to see the other games, because there are plenty of games they have, please feel free to check out that channel in the description below and come back for more content of theirs, or me yapping about their content, breaking it down, giving you some insights. And most likely this weekend we'll be back with streams. I do not know for sure, but I'll try to. As per usual, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more RiftGuides content. Bye bye.